Good evening, welcome to the HCCC. I'm John Molson. Tonight, Game 6 of the GOJHL quarterfinal playoffs between the Midwestern Conference champion Caledonia Corvairs and the number 8 seed Brampton Bombers. The Corvairs had a chance to close out the series in Game 5 last night. However, it was the Brampton Bombers who had the majority of the good offensive chances, as an impressive 4-0 victory last night brings us into tonight's Game 6.
We're playing game number 6, hosting the Brampton Bombers. Would you please now stand for the playing of our national anthem?
Tonight's starting goaltenders for the Brampton Bombers: in net, number 31, Brian Raymond. In 4 playoff games, he has a 2-1 1-loss record with 1 overtime loss. That was the Game 5 loss here in double overtime. 1 shutout. That was last night here at the HCCC. 4-0, the Bombers winning over the Corvairs. 13 goals against in the playoffs, a 3.05 goals against average, and a .911 save percentage. Adam Brady winning the opening draw, dumping it off the glass on the near boards. Cut off by Jacob Hanlon, taken away by Jeff Swift as Quilty gives chase. Kyle Allen taking the puck, dumping it back into the Caledonia zone. Michael Derigo looking for a centering pass near side boards, ends up on the stick of Hanlon and back in the corner near side. Caputo back inside his own blue line as he wrestles with Quilty, up near side by the Brampton bench and dumped back in by Spencer Gorley. Shepard cross ice feed to the Brampton blue line, far side. Cleland, the shot kicked away by Del Conte. Jackman can't pick it up. It's instead grabbed by Gorley momentarily. Puck now on the far side boards as Cote given a shoulder by Blunt. Jackman in behind the net on the backhand, moves to the far side boards. The pass back down to the end line on the far side. Capicato dumping it in behind the net. Cleland the pass out behind. Cote looking for Jackman's side of the net, far side. Puck now back at the center ice red line. Shot back in by DiCarlo and picked up by Brad Hornby, and icing on the call. Starting goaltender for the Caledonia Pro-Fit Corvairs is number 30, Marcus Del Conte. He's played 2 playoff games, has a 1-loss record of 1-1, 4 goals against in the playoffs, a 2.08 goals against average, and a .923 save percentage. Villaflor by the blue line, far side, back to Buhagiar, passing back to Villaflor. Villaflor standing up a Caledonia forward at the blue line. Villafleur landing the right shoulder, and he's going to go to the box for that. A Caledonia forward down by the boards. I can't see who it is, as Simon Blythe and Fabrici are partially blocking out my vision, but the Caledonia forward taking a hard right shoulder. Falling heavily beside the Caledonia bench. So Caledonia will go to their first power play here. They're 7 for 46 in the playoffs for a 15.22 power play percentage. Brampton and an 84.78 penalty kill rate during the first round of these GOJHL playoffs. So Caledonia losing here last night, looking flat, out shooting the Bombers 31-29, but coming out scoreless on the score sheet. The Bombers on goals by Jacob Hanlon, Brady Cloutier, and Reed Jackman, taking it to the Corvairs last night. Brandon Quellen getting the final tally into the empty net. And the Bombers skating into tonight's game here at the HCCC Game 6, down 3-2 in the series. The Corvairs winning the first 2 games of this series. The series starting back on Friday, March the 1st, the Corvairs with an 8-1 victory. The Bombers taking the 3rd game on the Monday at the Powerade Centre. The Corvairs taking a 3-1 series lead here Wednesday night in the thrilling double overtime game. Matt Quilty with 2 goals. That's Nate Minton getting up gingerly. Spent a great deal of time down on the ice by the Caledonia bench as he's helped off to the dressing room by Mitch Brown and Ryan Blunt. 1 minute and 57 seconds into the first period of play. GOJHL quarterfinal, game number 6. The Bombers avoiding elimination last night with a 4-0 victory here in Caledonia. Shepard winning the draw, the short pass to Kurt Wolf, and the hard shot to the outside of the post by Phil Caputo. Grabbed off the boards, Simon Blythe. Allen digging it out of the zone, putting it back to neutral ice before Caputo regroups in his own zone behind the Brampton net. Caputo down the near side, glove down by the right glove of Durkach before he goes to the bench. Christmas shooting it in off the end board from the center ice red line. Jonathan in behind the net, working his way far side. The pass back into Brown behind the net. Has it taken away by Wolf as 3 players wrestle in the corner now for possession of the puck inside the Brampton blue line. Montour, a hard slapper off the end boards. Caputo picking it up and clearing the zone for the Bombers. The puck hitting the outside of the post and going for icing 3 minutes and 5 seconds into the first period of play. So the Corvairs will look to close it out here tonight. If necessary, a game 7 back at the Powerade Centre in Brampton tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. The Corvairs will want to avoid that. Borashevsky hit at the far side of the Caledonia blue line. Borashevsky back after missing last night's game. Borashevsky taking a hard hit at the near side post in the far end in game 4 on Wednesday night, and missing action here last night. Blythe picking up the puck by the end line, skates around the net, and the pass down the boards far side to Scott Dorian, intercepted and shot back in by Derigo in behind the Caledonia net. The turnaround by Hanlon, looking for Cloutier in behind the net. Blythe knocking him down. Zamenko and Hanlon looking for the puck as well. Zamenko passing the puck out to the near side boards before Fabrici slaps it out. Jackman, the shot in, just inside of the right side of the blue line. Del Conte making the save in the midsection for a face-off in the Caledonia zone from the right circle. Brady winning the draw, passing it off to the wing, but cut off by Bugarier and shot off the glass and out of the zone by Hornby. Allen back for the Bombers, the pass up to the blue line and the flip shot to Cote. And a weird bounce, shot back in. Raymond covering up at the last second at the far side post. So after being held scoreless here last night, the Corvairs almost get the opening goal on a tricky bounce. Back to the right side of the blue line, Blunt, the shot to the right side of the face-off circle, picked up now by Hornby, the slapper off the defender Caputo. Hornby picking it up down the side to Jeff Swift. His pass back across the crease ends up on the far side. DiCarlo can't clear. Blunt in behind the net, the short pass to Quilty. Quilty moving around the far side boards. Quilty mishandling the puck, and Hornby going back behind his own net to pick up the puck for Caledonia. Murphy with a head of steam over the far side, pass to the blue line, back to Ricci. The quick shot and a glove save by Raymond. So all the other series now done. The Cambridge Winterhawks, the first to advance. The Kitchener Dutchmen and the Stratford Cullitons advancing to the second round last night. The Corvairs, if they can close out this series here tonight, or if necessary tomorrow in Brampton, will face the Stratford Cullitons in the semi-final of the GOJHL Midwestern Conference playoffs. Ricci, the cross-ice feed, cut off by Capicato. Capicato down the sideboards, far side, hits Borashevsky. Borashevsky's pass to Wilson, picked off by Abraham, throw into the Caledonia blue line and out into the neutral zone by Norrie. Montour, the slapper in, glove down by Raymond, and he leaves it for the defender, Capicato. Allen down the near side to Gomes. Blythe, the backhand off the boards by the Brampton bench, picked up by Brown. The shot and a save in between the padding by the near side post by Raymond. So Raymond having to be sharp early on. 6 minutes, 52 seconds into the first period of play. No score, game 6 between the Corvairs and Brampton Bombers. Looks like a penalty coming up here. The head referee calling for a slash, and Simon Blythe to the box. So Brampton to their first power play at 18.52%. Caledonia at 81.48% on the penalty kill. Jackman top of the blue line. Pass down for Cloutier in behind the net to Hanlon and back to Cloutier. Top of the blue line over to Caputo. Hanlon from the left face-off circle and taken by Norrie and shot back down the ice to kill the first 30 seconds in the slashing call to Simon Blythe. Hanlon up over the blue line, taken away by Christmas, shoots it back through the neutral zone. Brady Cloutier picking it up, passing to Jackman. The cross ice feed to Cote, who goes back to the right to Borashevsky. Swift doing a nice job at cutting him off and backhands it down the ice into the Brampton zone to kill the next 30 seconds of the Brampton power play as he goes to the bench on a line change. Cleland losing the puck, taken away by Abraham, shot right back down into the Brampton zone and picked up by DiCarlo in behind the Brampton net. DiCarlo waiting, Brown turning around, leaving the zone as he can't force the forecheck. The pass to Allen, Allen down in the near corner, now down by the end line, taken away by Montour and slapped up the far side boards by Ryan Blunt. Borashevsky from the neutral zone, the pass to DiCarlo, the slapper off the near boards. Del Conte leaves it for Blunt. Blunt shooting it all the way back down the ice. Raymond handling the puck off to his right side, leaving the puck for the defender, Caputo. Caputo down through the neutral zone, taken by Montour, finally able to clear the blue line. The pass by Quilty up to Zemenko, covered up at the near post by Raymond. Nine minutes and 47 seconds in to the first period of play. GOJHL quarterfinal, game number 6. Caledonia Corvairs and Brampton Bombers. The Corvairs had a 3-1 series lead. The Brampton Bombers looking better through the last 2 periods of the double overtime game in game 4 before being assertive through game 5 here last night. The Bombers blanking the Corvairs on the score sheet, winning game number 5 4-0 to force a game 6 here tonight. Christmas, the backhand inside the Brampton zone, taken away by DiCarlo. Ricci right back over the blue line, and the shot across the end line into the corner on the far side. Montour, the pass up to Ricci, crossing the blue line. Gorley at the far side can't handle the puck as it's taken away by Derigo. Hanlon down through the neutral zone across the Caledonia blue line. The pass by Montour mishandled by Gorley for an icing face-off in Caledonia territory. Connor Murphy to take the draw against Greg Wilson. Left face-off circle. Murphy winning the draw, passing it behind the net to Blythe. Puck now at the end line. Around the boards to Gorley. Connor Murphy with the short pass to Montour by the red line. Taken by Raymond and shot off the boards down the far side. Borashevsky trying to move around the defender. Cut off nicely by Ryan Blunt and backhanded through the neutral zone by Kyle Allen. Here's Gorley coming right back with a quick shot. Borashevsky far side boards back in behind the net, out the near side to Caputo. Here comes Wilson over the Caledonia blue line, has the puck taken away by Blunt and shot in from the center ice red line, icing on the call.
Time to get out your program. Program provides lots of opportunities to win. The first one is for the Flying Stars.
Face-off left circle. Brandon Cleland to take the draw against Adam Brady. Brady winning the draw. Blunt slapping it off the boards, taking it to the left side of the blue line. Hanlon has his stick lifted. Swift tries a pass going the other way. Mishandled by Quilty. Blunt now back in behind his own net for the Corvairs. Out the near side to Hornby. Hornby by his own blue line. Up to the center ice red line. The drop pass for Swift. Looking for Brady in the slot. Puck ending up in the corner on the far side. Hornby by the blue line. The flip pass over the blue line. Taken away by Cleland. The drop pass to Buhagiar. Buhagiar going through the neutral zone. Shooting it into the Caledonia end. Off the far side as the whistle goes. 7:48 to play, first period of play. GOJHL quarterfinal, game number 6. The Corvairs and the Brampton Bombers still scoreless. The Corvairs looking a little better to start this game tonight after being held scoreless. Brampton winning 4-0 here last night. Brown to take the draw against Brad Shepard. Brown tossed from the draw. Norrie taking it instead, winning the draw. Christmas trying to dig it out of his skate. He does so. It goes off a forward, comes right back to Christmas. Allen shooting it down the far side as Del Conte puts up the left glove, signifying an icing and a face-off back inside the Brampton blue line. Face-off right circle this time to the left glove side of Raymond. Brampton winning the draw. They have it taken away far side by Quilty momentarily before they regain possession of the puck. The pass to Shepard. Shepard missing the pass. Montour back for the Corvairs. Blythe down through the neutral zone. Caputo taking it away. A forehand pass to Durkoch, eventually ending up on the stick of Brad Shepard. Shepard to the blue line. Blythe able to keep it in left side. Swift down deep in the corner. The pass to Norrie. Tries to go back to the blue line by Blythe, but Durkoch intercepts. Throws it back into the Caledonia territory far side and goes off on a line change. Jonathan now breaking the other way, passing the Brampton blue line. Buhagiar cuts it off. The pass to Cloutier, far side boards. Buhagiar getting it back off the end board to Villafleur. The pass by Buhagiar going off the skate of Captain Mitch Brown. Borashevsky skating through the neutral zone, flipping it in near side, 6 inches off the post, recovered by Caledonia. Montour checked as Cloutier tries to take it away. A turnover. Hanlon with the quick short pass to Michael Derigo, and Del Conte having to come up big with the glove. Montour taking a silly penalty after the whistle, and he'll go to the box for 2 minutes. Brampton to their second power play. Inside of 6 minutes to go, first period of play. Hanlon and Brown to take the draw at the right face-off circle. Cloutier winning the draw, forcing it down the side to Caputo. Caledonia grabbing possession, trying to clear the zone. They do so out over the blue line far side as Jackman skates back to recover the puck for the Bombers. Caputo cross ice feed. Hanlon now moving up over the Caledonia blue line. The drop to Cloutier, over to Jackman, back across to Caputo. The shot off the midsection of Hornby, and a cross ice feed by Caputo ends up all the way on the other side. Jackman, top of the blue line, shot into the slot looking for Derigo in front of the net, ends up in the corner on the far side. Hanlon goes back to the point. Cloutier can't handle it. The goaltender Raymond gives it right back to Cloutier. The puck now back in the Brampton zone. Cloutier recovering it behind his own net and coming out the near side. Cleland in behind his net, waiting to avoid a forecheck. The pass up to Villafleur, crossing the neutral zone and down the near side. Abraham taking it, slapping it down the ice. 33 seconds to go in the penalty to Montour. Cleland backhanding the puck from the far side. Swift dumped on the far side board by the end line. And it looks like Brampton will go to the box to even up for the final 27 seconds on the penalty to Montour. Cote heading to the box. So then the Corvairs will go to the power play for a minute 33. Jeff Swift still down on the far side as the trainer for Caledonia comes out to take a look at him.
Brampton Bombers penalty, number 27, Francois Cote, 2 minutes interference.
So Caledonia taking a couple hard hits early in this game. Swift down, we hope he's all right as he exercises his right leg. Nate Mitten already injured in this first period on the hard hit right beside the Caledonia bench. Caledonia could ill afford to lose players at this point if they hope to advance to the second round against the Stratford Culletons. I don't see Mitten back on the Caledonia bench as of yet, so Hornby seeing his first action with the Corvairs. Perhaps if there are any more injuries to Corvair forwards, the Corvairs will have to look at bringing in additional players. Swift getting up slowly, but he's up nevertheless, now bent over in the neutral zone. Seems to be holding his stomach. But he doesn't skate off to the dressing room. He's back on the Caledonia bench, so perhaps he just had the wind knocked out of him. Let's hope that Jeff Swift is okay. Connor Murphy to take the draw, left face-off circle. Cleland winning the draw and backhanding it back to the defender, Kyle Allen. Abraham, far side board, moves it back over the Brampton blue line. Jackman taking it away, passing it in front of the net to Caputo, crossing the center ice red line, looking for Jackman on the far side. Caputo throws it back into Caledonia territory, far side. Christmas leaving it for Murphy. Back to Christmas. And the pass down the center ice red line by Gorley. The pass off the stick of Gorley. Brampton slapping it back into the Caledonia end. Abraham behind the net to recover for the Corvairs. 3:26 to go, first period of play. Brady speeding through the neutral zone, turning around in the near side corner. The pass back to Brady from Montour. The shot a few inches off the post, near side. Brady, Montour, down the side. The shot off the left pad of Raymond. The pass, Norrie over to Quilty, back to Norrie. Eventually over to Montour, left side, and the slapper into the corner on the far side. Montour, hard slap shot, partially blocked. Norrie and Blunt looking for rebounds. Puck squirting out on the far side. Montour down the left to Blunt, back to Montour. The slapper from the circle looking for the rebound is Quilty, the turnaround. So a big shot by Blunt from the left circle, back the cross ice feed to Quilty. Raymond getting out the right pad. Gomes speeding down the other way as he comes off the far side, and a glove save by Del Conte. Derigo inside the blue line, pass up to Quilty, or excuse me, Cloutier, getting my teams mixed up. Montour down on the near corner, going around the far side boards. Brown through the neutral zone, taken away by Derigo, and shot right back into the Caledonia zone. Ricci through the neutral zone. DiCarlo taking the puck, throwing it down by the Caledonia blue line. Abraham throwing it right back down the ice. Ricci trying to gain possession behind the Brampton net. He's hit by DiCarlo. DiCarlo throwing his hands up in frustration as he'll go to the penalty box. 1:12 to go. First period of play. No score in the GOJHL quarterfinal, game number 6 between the Caledonia Corvairs and the Brampton Bombers. The pass from Norrie to Montour. Montour back with it now. Off the defender, Gomes, before Allen eventually slaps it out of the Brampton zone. Swift behind his own net, far side. Speeding down is Montour inside the blue line. Pass for Swift, the shot, and they score! Jeff Swift off the right side of the blue line. Swift, after the hard hit on the end boards far side earlier, able to return. Swift extracting his revenge. The hard slapper through Raymond, and the Caledonia Corvairs to a 1-0 lead in Game 6 of the GOJHL quarterfinal. Shepard tossed as he has words with the head referee, Bolebrook. Likely a 10-minute misconduct upcoming to Brad Shepard. Gorley looking for it on the far board, back to the blue line to Abraham. So Montour with an assist on the slap shot by Jeff Swift. Swift with the slapper just to the right of the top of the blue line to put the Corvairs on top as we head inside 20 seconds of the first period of play. Blunt, the wrist shot in, handled by the left glove of Brian Raymond. Brady to take the draw against Hanlon, left circle, Hanlon winning the draw, the pass back to Villaflor, around the boards to Caputo. The backhand by Brady, far side is Quilty looking for the puck as the buzzer goes, and at the first intermission of the GOJHL quarterfinal, game number 6, the Caledonia Corvairs go to the first intermission with a 1-0 lead off the Jeff Swift slap shot at the right side of the blue line. The assist going to Brandon Montour at 19:17 of the first period. At the end of one period of play, it's the Caledonia Corvairs 1 and the Brampton Bombers no score. Game 6, GOJHL quarterfinal. The Corvairs leading the series and looking to close it out tonight. The Corvairs with a 3-2 series lead. The Corvairs with a 1-0 lead. Game number 6, GOJHL quarterfinal between the Corvairs and Brampton Bombers. Just about set to start the second period of play. The only goal of the first on the slap shot by Jeff Swift, on the assist from Brandon Montour at 19:17. So inside the last minute of play, the Corvairs get the opening goal, trying to close out the series here tonight so they don't have to go back to the Powerade Center tomorrow night for a possible Game 7 at 7 p.m. Due to ice scheduling conflicts, the Corvairs already playing their 4 home games. The reason why tomorrow's Game 7 would be in Brampton. Brampton winning the draw, Allen inside his own line, Cloutier up through the neutral zone, making the pass to Michael Derigo at the center ice red line. Derigo losing possession of the puck at the Caledonia end boards far side, and a whistle on the play. Brady losing out on the draw, the quick slap shot right side by Caputo. Cloutier far corner, Montour looking for it. Montour pinning Cloutier up against the boards. The whistle goes, perhaps a penalty to Montour, as the linesman has to separate Montour and Cloutier. Cloutier unable to get up as Montour stands him up on the far board, so Montour will go to the penalty box for 2 minutes. Villafleur, the pass into Gomes, hitting the side of Hornby. Villafleur, left side of the blue line, back to DeCarlo, across to Villafleur, back to DeCarlo, down the far side to Cleland. Blunt tries to take it away. Villafleur moving off the right side of the blue line before passing in behind the net to Cleland. Gomes off the boards to Cleland, down the side on the far side, back to DeCarlo, top of the blue line. The shot 6 inches up over top of the Caledonia net. 1:15 in the penalty to Brandon Montour. The Bombers looking to tie this game up. The Bombers needing a win tonight or their season is over. Del Conte leaving for Blythe. Cleland crashing into the end boards, trying to grab possession of the puck. Villafleur down the side over to Jackman, back to Villafleur. And the shot partially blocked by Tyler Norrie. Abraham clearing it over the blue line, far side. Picked up by Villafleur inside his own blue line. Pass across to Caputo, carrying it into the Caledonia zone in behind Del Conte's net. Caledonia clearing the zone inside 30 seconds of the penalty to Montour. Allen behind his own net, comes out the far side, goes off the skate of Hanlon and comes right back to Allen, moving up over the Caledonia blue line. Caputo inside his own zone, pass to the neutral zone, up to Cloutier, cut off by Blunt, and throwing back down the ice. Montour stepping out of the box. The penalty now over, and the Corvairs back to full strength. Montour in the corner, far side, backhanding a pass off the side of the net at the near corner. Connor Murphy now at the end line, back to the right to Blunt. Passing down the right wing to Murphy. Murphy now on the other side, goes back around the net to Quilty. The pass all the way around the boards to the left side. Hornby keeping it in momentarily before the Bombers clear it out of play on the far side by the Brampton blue line. Zemenko to take the draw against Cote, left circle. Cote winning the draw, dropping it for Villafleur. Villafleur, the pass through the neutral zone, taken on the far side by Cote. Durkot shooting it in deep. Del Conte leaving it for Abraham behind his own net. Zemenko losing the draw to Cote. Cote passing down the far boards. No one there for Brampton, and Ricci right back the other way. The quick shot off the right pad of Raymond as he has to be sharp and kick the puck out of play on the far side. Zemenko to take, against Cleland. Back to the defender, Caputo. Brampton shooting it around the far side. Blunt cutting it off. A centering pass by Ricci. Ends up at the blue line. The hard slap shot by Blunt going off the mask of Raymond. Ricci with a wrist shot, missing the post near side. Picked up by Cleland. Cleared high off the glass. Jackman finally coming out of the zone at neutral ice. DeCarlo moving up over the blue line, but on the check by Hornby, he ends up offside. Gomes and Dorian exchanging words before the two players go to their respective benches. Brady winning the draw off the end boards, or off the sideboards rather. Blythe clearing it back in through the neutral zone. Cloutier throwing it back in. Caledonia having to recover the puck inside their own blue line. Turned over. Haldimand right in front. Off the pass, off the far side. Caledonia right back the other way. Montreal trying to scoop a pass, and they score! Jeff Swift scooping it in. Montour falling at the near side. Before Swift finally able to take it in from beyond the end line and tuck it past the pad of Raymond. The Corvairs doubling their lead to 4-2. Jeff Swift with his second goal of the game.
Caledonia Pro-Fit Corvairs goal, scored by number 16, Jeff Swift.
So Montour drawing another assist. So at 4:43, a shot by Abraham. Quilty looking for a rebound in front. Christmas throwing it right back in on the far side. Quilty the pass to the side of the net, far side. The Caledonia forward falling down before Raymond covers up with the glove. Brady knocked down at the side of the net. So Jeff Swift and Brandon Montour each drawing their second points of this contest. Matt Quilty adding an assist at 4:43 of the second. Caledonia winning the draw. The quick shot by Ricci ends up in the corner on the near side. Ricci off the defender, Allen far side boards. Allen tries to tie him up. Gomes backhanding it across the Brampton blue line into the neutral zone. Face off by the Brampton blue line, or by the Caledonia blue line, excuse me, by the Brampton bench. Brown winning the draw. Going back in by Jonathan. Puck on the far side boards now. Derigo losing possession to Mitch Brown, backhanding it from behind his own net down through neutral territory. Hanlon throwing it back in far side. Blythe throws it around far side of the blue line before it's kept in by Caputo. Allen down the inside, puck ending up on the far side. Allen throwing a hit on Abraham at the Brampton blue line, far side. Whistle going. 3:36 to the midway point of Game 6 of the GOJHL quarterfinal series between the Caledonia Corvairs and the Brampton Bombers. Murphy losing the draw to Cote. The pass into the neutral zone picked up by Jake Durkoch and throwing back down in behind the Caledonia net. Christmas picks it up, stopped by Buhagiar and throwing right back in behind the Caledonia net. Down the far side, shot Buhagiar, covered up at the far post by Del Conte. Murphy and Abraham battling for possession with Durkoch and Greg Wilson. Or that's Kurt Wolf, excuse me. Now turning around, pass off to Durkoch, the shot. The wrister wide to the near post. Cote falling in behind the net. Christmas going to the box on the play. So the Bombers looking to cut the Caledonia lead in half. It's win tonight or the end of the season for the Brampton Bombers. Caledonia looking to advance to the second round to play the Stratford Culletons. Brady in on the draw against Hanlon far side. Hanlon winning the draw, but the hard back pass ends back in behind the Brampton net, picked up by Jackman. The pass along the boards far side. Derigo moves into the slot area trying to move around Blunt. Blunt takes it away from him, throws the puck along the boards on the far side. Caputo down through the neutral zone off the skate of Cloutier. A lead pass, a rebound. Swift looking for a rebound. Brad Hornby with a lead pass out of nowhere from the right side of his own blue line. Jeff Swift moving in all alone looking for the hat trick. And a shot by DiCarlo from the top of the left circle, covered up along the ice by Marcus Del Conte. Kurt Wolf taking the pass on the right wing, trying to move into the slot. Villaflor down from the blue line across to Cote far side. Abraham tries to take it away, but three forwards in there for Brampton at the deep near side boards. DiCarlo cross ice feed to Villaflor. Villaflor skates by the right circle down into the corner far side. The pass back to DiCarlo, fakes a shot, looking for Kurt Wolf in front of the net before Norrie takes the puck and clears it down the ice. Inside 20 seconds now in the penalty to Greg Christmas. Gomes down the ice near corner. Centers to Borashevsky momentarily before it ends up back on the stick of Caputo. A shot off the right pad of Del Conte coming the other way as Gorley looking to go through the pads. Gorley falling at the end boards. Caputo falling as well, but a penalty coming up here to the Bombers. 43 seconds to the midway point of the game. Looks like a penalty shot coming up here. Yes, indeed. Spencer Gorley will take this penalty shot, trying to get a rebound before he goes crashing into the end boards. Gourlay picks it up at the center ice red line, down the right side, moves in forehand. And Raymond with a big save off the right pad. Gourlay trying to go forehand, backhand at the last minute. Got in too close. Raymond stuck out the left pad and made the save on the penalty shot to keep the Corvair lead at 2. Murphy losing the draw to Cleland. Caputo picking the puck up. Down to the end line to Allen. The feed through the neutral zone. Gomes giving chase in behind the Caledonia net. Gourlay recovering up to Ricci down the side boards. Back to Gourlay in the center area. Murphy looking to move around the defender. Allen with it momentarily. A quick shot by Murphy. It's loose in the crease. Raymond backwards to make the save. as the near side post goes off its moorings. Hanlon to take the draw against Brady, Brampton blue line. Hanlon winning the draw back to Villaflor, who almost turns it over to Matt Quilty. Raymond laying down at the top of his crease to make the save. Face off right circle, Brady winning the draw. Montour the hard slap shot off the back of Buhagiar and into the corner far side. Blythe through the neutral zone, picked off by Hanlon down the left wing. Hanlon turning around, pinned on the boards by Brady momentarily before he gets the puck back to Villaflor at the blue line. Villaflor dumping it in off the boards far side. Centering pass, the quick turnaround by Derigo. Hanlon in front looking for a rebound. Another shot by Cloutier. Puck out the far side to Buhagiar. Buhagiar's shot hit the goalpost. And a lead pass for Swift looking for the hat trick goal. Can't handle the pass as he ends up down underneath the end line. Quilty over the blue line, across to Quilty on the left side. Quilty falling down. Villaflor giving him a little hook. And the Corvairs right back to the penalty, or right back to the power play, excuse me. The Corvairs with their second straight power play. Gourlay missing on the penalty shot. Murphy to take the draw against Cleland, right face-off circle to the left glove side of Raymond. Caputo going across the crease. Montour looking to feed Brown in the slot. Cleland taking it away, going the other way on a possible 2-on-1. Looking for Gomes on the other side as Del Conte has run over. Del Conte losing his mask. Brandon Cleland yelling at the head referee, and the Caledonia Corvairs to a 2-minute advantage for 1 minute and 47 seconds. The scoreboard doing crazy things as the Corvairs go to a 2-man advantage. The left side of the scoreboard flashing numbers very quickly before Caledonia winning the draw back to Swift, over to Quilty, back to Swift, and the slap shot into the midsection of Brian Raymond.
2 minutes for Robert.
Norrie winning the draw back to Quilty, dropping it once again to Swift and over to Quilty. Swift, far side Montour, the hard shot cut off on the angle off the right side by Raymond. Caledonia getting it right back. Swift to Montour, back to Swift, off the right shoulder of Norrie. Norrie moving off the left side, back to Swift, over to Quilty. Quilty moving back, top of the blue line, back across to Swift, over to Quilty. Far side Montour. Montour the slapper on the back pass, and they score! I believe Adam Brady, but the referee waves it off. Jeff Swift at the side of the net near post. Looked like he was looking for the hat trick goal, but the referee waves it off. Now coming over and offering an explanation to the Caledonia bench. The public address announcer tells us it was kicked into the net. 46 seconds to go and the two-man advantage for the Corvairs. A hard slap shot from the center of the left face-off circle by Brandon Montour, handled in the glove by Raymond. Norrie winning the draw, back to Montour. Montour waits for a pass over to Swift, back to Montour, back to Swift. Montour, Swift, shot off the crossbar by Jeff Swift on the far side. Montour turning around far side, down the wing to Norrie, back to Montour, over to Swift. The slapper off the skate of Gomes, who falls down. Quilty between the two circles is Montour. Montour diving, Swift keeping it on, down the end. Brady with the cross-ice feed to Matt Quilty on the far side. And the Caledonia Corvairs go out in front 3-0. Matt Quilty with the third Caledonia goal. The beautiful cross-ice pass by Adam Brady from the near side end line. Quilty wide open far side. Norrie getting credit with the goal. I thought it was Norrie on the far side.
Time of the goal, 13-11. Corvairs' third goal, power play.
I couldn't see who the player was on the far side because by the time the goal went in, Quilty was mobbed on the far end boards by teammates. 13-11, the time of the third Caledonia goal. Brandon Montour with his third assist on the night, as we have a face-off from the left circle deep in Brampton territory. Murphy winning the draw, can't get it past DiCarlo, moves it on to Cloutier, who crosses the Caledonia blue line. Hornby around the boards to Connor Murphy, up the side, cut off by Villaflor, backhanding a short pass into the far corner. Hornby picking it up, looking for Gourlay down the side. Hornby through the neutral zone, hitting Villaflor. Villaflor turning around, hitting the back by Ricci. Cloutier hitting Hornby as well. Hornby to the box for 2 minutes with 6:04 remaining, second period of play. The Caledonia Corvairs with a 3-0 lead in Game 6 of the GOJHL quarterfinal against the Brampton Bombers. The Corvairs looking to eliminate the Bombers tonight and move on for a second round series against the Stratford Cullens. DiCarlo down the side to Jackman. Across to Cleland, back to the blue line. DiCarlo over top of the circle. Cleland. Caledonia intercepting. Norrie with a head of steam through the neutral zone to Brown, right side. His shot 3 inches wide of the near side post. Caputo in his own zone, up the boards to Wolf, to Cleland. Cleland going around Blythe, looking to go around Abraham as well. Eventually passing off to Kurt Wolf. And a whistle on the play. A tripping call coming up to Justin Abraham. So the Brampton Bombers now to a 2-man advantage for 1 minute and 14 seconds. Looking to get on the scoreboard. It's do or die for the Bombers tonight. A Corvair win here tonight would end their season. Jackman across to Caputo. Caputo crossing over, and it's turned over. Swift in on a breakaway, moves to the forehand, tries to go between the legs at the last minute. Raymond getting the pads down. Swift throwing his hands up in the air, thinking he got the 4th Caledonia goal. DiCarlo feeding Jackman down to the side of the net. Hanlon trying to dig it out. And Del Conte at the top of his crease having to sit down to grab the puck in between his legs. A hard slap shot by DiCarlo, partially blocked by Blythe and thrown out of the zone. 25 seconds to go in the penalty to Hornby. 1:08 left in the second minor to Justin Abraham. Blythe down behind the net, puck picked up by Hanlon, over to Jackman. Jackman with it once again. The slap shot by DiCarlo as a bunch of players pile up in front of Del Conte. Brady eventually able to come up with enough of the puck. Here's Hornby, wrestles with DiCarlo right in front of the Brampton net. DiCarlo turning the puck over as Hornby and Jackman exchange words. Hornby getting a misconduct, dumped by DiCarlo in front of the net. Face off inside the Brampton blue line. So a 2-minute call to Raymond after the 36 seconds to Justin Abraham expire. The Corvairs will go to the power play.
And the 2 minutes penalty for holding the stick. Time of the penalty, 16:06. Being served by number 22.
Draw won by Murphy. Pass down the end boards to Gourlay. Passes right back to Murphy, taken away by Cleland. Murphy takes it away once again. Gourlay tries to move into the slot. Gomes heading back the other way for the Bombers. The quick shot around Montour, handled in the glove by Del Conte. 3:32 to go, GOJHL quarterfinal action, game number 6. The Corvairs with a 3-2 series lead on the Bombers. Caputo shooting it into the boards far side. The Bombers still looking for tonight's first goal. They'll need at least 3 through the final 23 minutes of this game to tie it up, or they'll be finished for the season. Swift right side of the blue line, back to Brady. Brady top of the circle, back to Swift, across to Montour, to Swift. Brady, Montour, the shot, wide to the far side. Montour down in the corner, maneuvers it back to Swift, back to Montour, left side of the blue line. The wrist shot through traffic into the glove of Raymond. Norrie winning the draw to Swift, and the quick slap shot by Montour. Raymond with the save at the far side post. Norrie to take the draw, Brampton territory, left circle. Cleland gets down on one knee to take the draw. Referee doesn't like the draw, so we'll redo it. Quilty in to take the draw this time. Back to Swift, top of the blue line, across to Montour. Montour looks into Norrie. Norrie from the left circle, his shot hits the end boards, comes right back to him. Montour down the side to Swift. Swift cross ice feed by Norrie up over top of the net. Quilty down low. Brady skating out from the end line, drops it back to Swift, right side of the blue line. Swift to the backhand, trying to move around Buhagiar. Brady having to recover the puck through the neutral zone for the Corvairs. Montour far side has it taken away. Durkoch breaking down the far side wing, looks to move around Jeff Swift, goes around the net. The centering pass taken away by Montour through the neutral zone. Quilty at the Brampton blue line gets it in momentarily. Derigo throws it out. Falling down on the far side board is Caputo through the neutral zone before he passes off to Derigo. The Bombers offside on the play as Mitch Brown touches up.
Let him play.
Just over a minute to go, second period of play. The Corvairs with a 3-0 lead as we look to move inside the last minute of the second. Cloutier down the near side, back to Jackman and back to Cloutier. Cross ice feed, Buhagiar covered up at the top of his crease by Del Conte on the far side. So Adam Brady off for slashing. Brampton still looking for tonight's first goal as they blanked the Corvairs 4-0 last night. Brown far side, the shot mishandled off the pads of Raymond. Jonathan there looking for a rebound. Play now in the neutral zone as Hanlon moves up the far side and turns around. Caputo left side, the centering pass, the quick backhand by Derigo, just wide of the near post. Caputo at the blue line, forecheck by Brown over to Cloutier, into the side to Hanlon. Hanlon goes around the boards far side. Brown grabbing it off the turnover by Caputo and throwing it down the near side boards behind Raymond. 5 seconds to go now. Cloutier losing it. Swift, one last shot, wide to the end boards on the far side. The buzzer goes. So Jeff Swift getting his second goal at 4:43 of the second. Matt Quilty adding his first goal on the cross ice feed. Norrie the pass from the end line to a wide open Matt Quilty, at 13-11. And at the end of 2 periods of play in Game 6 of the GOJHL quarterfinal, with the Corvairs leading the series 3-2. It's the Caledonia Corvairs 3 and the Brampton Bombers no score. The Brampton Bombers first to start the 3rd period of play. They're already face-off. Obviously eager to start the 3rd. This may be their final period of the season if they can't get 3 goals and tie this one up. The Corvairs with a 3-0 lead in Game 6. The Corvairs with a win tonight will move on and play the Stratford Culletons in the GOJHL Midwestern Conference semifinal. The Bombers, eager to get the jump, were lined up at center before the Corvairs had even made their way out of the dressing room. Brown in to take the opening draw against Haldimand to start this 3rd period. The 2 players tying up at center for several seconds before it's dumped back into the Caledonia zone on the far side. Norrie down the far side looking for Brown, streaking to the net. Instead, he shoots high and into the netting behind the net. Face-off by the Brampton blue line. Norrie against Haldimand.
4, 2, 5, 9.
Norrie winning the draw, but passes up too far, cut off by Caputo. DiCarlo through the neutral zone, off the end boards and out the near side. Derigo down the near side, touched up by Abraham as the whistle goes. 7 seconds left in the penalty to Adam Brady as Ryan Blunt goes off to the box for interference. Face-off right circle to the left glove side of Del Conte. The shot, an organized play by the Bombers right off the face-off. 2 quick passes and the snapshot by Jackman handled in the glove by Del Conte. Norrie winning the draw, can't force it off the boards. Cloutier taking it. The shot through traffic. Derigo looking for a rebound. Montour there as well. Brady winning the draw off the glass on the near side. Derigo behind the net takes it away back to the left side is DiCarlo. Jackman, DiCarlo, the fake shot down the left wing boards back to DiCarlo and the shot off of the near side post. Montour gaining possession, dropping for Blythe before Blythe shoots it down the ice and goes off on a line change. Abraham, the backhand pass to the neutral zone, picked up by Caputo. The fluttering pass to Cleland, throwing back in behind the Caledonia net. Taken away by Christmas, throwing down the ice near side, puck deflecting off the end boards as Raymond leaves the puck behind the net for Caputo. Caputo down the far side, a missed pass, thrown right back in by Abraham off the end boards. Brown trying to pick it up. Caputo back for the Bombers. The pass down the left to Cleland, crossing the Caledonia blue line. Tries to backhand himself in behind Greg Christmas, but it's taken by Borashevsky, throwing back to the blue line. The pass back into Borashevsky, shot by Caputo. Del Conte falling down. Cote the shot in the midsection. Borashevsky looking for the rebound on the backhand. Puck ending up in the corner far side as Blunt comes out of the box. Kicked away by Del Conte into the far end boards. Cleland looking for possession. Norrie coming up with it, skating out in front of his own net through the neutral zone and controlling play all by himself. Norrie with it by the right circle. The short drop pass to Montour. In behind the net is Ricci as Caputo touches up. Excuse me. A whistle on the play. Face off in the Brampton zone. Murphy losing the draw. The Bomber defenseman heading around the far side. Buhagiar back to touch up for the Bombers. Villaflor behind the net, down the right wing boards to Durkach, across to Buhagiar through the neutral zone, looking for Gomes on the pass, cut off by Blythe, and a lead pass for Gorley is missed and covered up at the near side post by Raymond. So second period goals by Jeff Swift and Matt Quilty put the Corvairs out in front 3-0. Swift with 2 goals. Brandon Montour with 3 assists, assisting on all 3 Caledonia goals as Blunt shoots wide. Quilty in the far corner squirts out to Swift from the right circle. His shot off the glass, recovered by Brampton. Throwing cross ice by Cloutier, looking for Derigo, taken away by Abraham. The puck back in the neutral zone as Quilty tries to go around Villaflor. Quilty far side boards, back to the point, right side shot by Blunt, partially blocked. Hanlon moving over the Caledonia blue line. Hanlon down in the corner for Cloutier. Cloutier pinned up against the boards near corner. Hanlon and Brady tie up and shot right back in by DiCarlo. Blunt by the circle in his own zone, backhands it off the boards looking for Brown. Abraham going into the near corner, taken away by the Bombers' Brad Shepard and slapped back in by Greg Christmas. Caputo behind his own net, up the near side to Wolf, looking for a pass. A no-look pass ends up on the stick of Christmas. Norrie at the side of the net. So a turnover on the no-look pass. Christmas at the left side of the blue line with a good chance. Norrie looking for the rebound at the side of the net. 14:48 to go, third period of play. The Corvairs looking to close out the first round and move ahead to play the Stratford Culletons in the Midwestern Conference semifinal. Brady to take the draw against Cleland. Left circle to Jackman. Jackman with it once again, back across to DiCarlo, down the boards to Borashevsky. Brown going to the box. Down in the corner, Brown off for interference. 1:40 to go in the penalty to him. shot. Cleland in front of the net looking for a rebound. Borashevsky far side, drops back for Cote. Cote missing the pass to Carlo, having to recover it inside his own blue line. Quilty through the neutral zone, turns it over to Borashevsky, crossing at the left. The pass looking in front for Brandon Cleland. Cleland missing the pass, the puck going all the way back in behind the Brampton net. Jackman pass up to the blue line through the neutral zone as Cloutier. Christmas tries to stand him up, so he drops to Caputo, the slap shot, and Del Conte knocks the net off its moorings after he tried to cut off a possible shot by Reed Jackman. Hanlon and Brady left circle. Brampton winning the draw. Derigo getting it back to the blue line. Jackman across to Villaflor, over to Jackman. The feed far side, and they score. Brady Cloutier on the backhand moves around Del Conte, putting it in a wide open net. And the Bombers cut the deficit to 2 with 3:18 to go. Third period, GOJHL, Game 6, the Corvairs leading the series. Jackman and Villaflor getting assists on the play at 6:42. Allen back behind his own net. So the Bombers looking to turn it on inside the last 13 minutes to tie this game up and move back to the Powerade Center tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for a possible Game 7. Murphy far side boards, loses the puck to Borashevsky, puck back in behind the Caledonia net. Borashevsky to Cloutier. Cloutier looking for his second, banks it off the back of the Caledonia net. Murphy skating out with it. The lead pass to Gorley. Gorley to the backhand. On the end line, Norrie now with it in behind the net, near side. Over to Blunt. Blunt side of the net. The turnaround, the short pass to Norrie instead. Taken away by Cleland as he tries to move the play through the neutral zone. Gorley going the other way. Villaflor turning around, taken away by Brown. Brown falls down, hits Blunt at the point anyway. His shot wide of the net, far side. Hornby winds up. His slap shot from the left side of the blue line, handled in the midsection by Raymond. As Brown and Villaflor still down on the far side. The two players finally getting up and skating to the bench. Brady to take the draw against Cote. Brady winning the draw, back to Christmas. The slap shot off the inside of the right pad. Raymond having to be sharp on the play to prevent a rebound. The puck taking a little jog before it got to the net. Christmas down the sideboard into Brady to Abraham. Wolf looking for the block. Buhagiar throwing it around the boards. Christmas off the end boards. Quilty centering pass, looking for Brady on the forehand. Brady not able to come up with it. Swift with a weak shot, and Raymond covering up inside the blue paint. Brady taking the draw against Shepard, Shepard forcing it to the side boards before the puck ends up the far side. Blunt shooting it back in, Raymond leaving it for the defender, Allen. Allen around the far side, turning around, avoiding Quilty. Quilty still in hard there on the forecheck. Swift on the blue line. Offside by a couple inches. Referee throws his arm up, so he goes off on a line change. Caputo throwing it down the near side glass. Hornby goes to the other side to Blunt, taken away by Durkoch, throwing back into the Caledonia end. Jonathan moving through the neutral zone, not getting much of a shot away as Brian Raymond makes the save off to his right side. Brown to take the draw against Hanlon. Brown winning the draw, getting it back to the point. The shot by Montour just wide of the near side. Derigo back in his own zone to Villaflor, across to DeCarlo. The center feed through the red line, broken up by the Corvairs. The Bombers now back with possession of the puck inside their own blue line. Montour, the pass up by center, picked up by Derigo, throwing back in, out the far side, and they score! Michael Derigo off the right wing, off the pass by DeCarlo. Nobody covering DeCarlo or Derigo. And the Corvairs suddenly in trouble. The Bombers cutting the Corvair lead to 1. The Bombers now looking for the tying goal. So at just over the midway point of the final frame, at 10:50 of the third, Derigo on the pass from the far corner makes no mistake, putting it past the right pad of Del Conte. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go. The Corvairs on top by just 1 now, looking to eliminate the Bombers. Jackman turning around back to the left to Allen. The shot, Cote at the side of the net, far side, looking for a rebound. Gives an elbow to a Caledonia forward as Del Conte covers up. Face-off left circle, Caledonia zone to the right of Del Conte. Brady losing the draw, DeCarlo throwing it in deep, in behind the net, the puck coming out the near side. Montour picking it up, throwing it out through the neutral zone, off the boards far side. Villaflor with it now. Across to DeCarlo, the lead pass for Hanlon, speeding in down the far side board, taken away by Swift. Quilty looking to split the 2 defenders, taken away by DeCarlo, skating in on a possible 3-on-2. Swift gets back to cut off Hanlon. Hanlon dumped, and Jeff Swift heading to the box for a slash, or that's a trip, excuse me. Jeff Swift heading to the box for tripping with 8:36 to go, third period of play. The Brampton Bombers now looking to tie up Game 6. Brown against Hanlon. Brown winning the draw, but it goes back to a Brampton defender. The shot wide off the end boards, picked up by Borashevsky. Hornby looking for a possession of the puck, excuse me. Back to Hanlon, top of the blue line, down the side to Borashevsky. Borashevsky hitting the outside of the post, the puck back on the end line. Borashevsky with it again to Jackman, top of the line to Borashevsky. Borashevsky down low, picked off by the Corvairs. Hornby turning around, Blunt with it now behind his own net. Throws a spiraling pass out of the zone. Jackman back to recover the puck behind his net for the Bombers. Up the far side boards, moving in as Cloutier, head of steam to Caputo at the blue line, over to Jackman. Jackman down the boards, across to Cote. Cote looking for a shot, passes instead back to Jackman. Off the glove of Del Conte, the puck hitting the end boards and right back to the point, left side. Jackman down the boards, Cloutier with it, side of the net, Cote centers on a backhand pass back to Caputo into the corner. Jackman, Brady looking for an interception. Quilty can't get it out past the blue line. Christmas breaks it up for a second. Back in behind the net to Cleland. 6:56 to play. 17 seconds left on the penalty to Jeff Swift as the puck deflects up and out of play into the netting on the near side. Hanlon to take the draw, right circle. Norrie winning the draw. Passes off to Blunt. Blunt down the near side. Rifles a backhand all the way into the Brampton end. Villafleur now looking to avoid the forecheck of Mitch Brown. Hanlon gets slashed in the skates but continues on. Cut off by Swift, now on a 2-on-2. His snapshot hitting the skate of Villafleur. Brampton now looking to go back the other way. Hornby by the blue line, up by the red line. The pass to Swift going off on a line change. Villafleur recovering behind his own net. Up the near side boards to Gomes. Norrie at the red line goes around DiCarlo, the defender, ending up back on the stick of Villafleur. DiCarlo with it through neutral ice, off the boards at the center ice red line. Norrie touching up for icing as the two teams change lines. 5:52 to go, Game 6, GOJHL quarterfinal series. The Corvairs looking to end it tonight, but the Bombers getting back into it with two third period goals. Connor Murphy behind the net, far side, back to the point. To Montour down the side to Murphy. Ricci in the corner, turns around looking to get the puck off the boards. Shepard losing possession down at the end line. Connor Murphy has it taken away by DiCarlo as he flips the puck off the glass on the near side board. Ricci ties up his man in behind the net. Murphy back to Blythe. Blythe the forehand pass around to Ricci, taken away by DiCarlo, throwing up the boards far side. Shepard taking it away down the left wing to Wolf, who dumps it back in the Caledonia end inside of 5 minutes now. Both teams will be pressing inside the last 5. Swift from the red line over to Brady. The quick shot going just off the end boards, 3 inches off the post on the far side. Derigo over the Caledonia blue line. Stood up by Christmas, scores 3 and they score. Brady Cloutier off the Caledonia turnover. Cloutier with his second point. And the Bombers tie the game up with 4:26 to go. The Bombers with all 3 third period goals. Or that was Cloutier's second goal, excuse me. Cloutier with 3 points on the night. Cloutier in behind the net. Back to the point, Blunt, Quilty. Centering pass for Swift. The backhand pass by Brady down the boards to Quilty. Brady, quick shot. Swift looking for it, but Caputo takes it through the neutral zone, slapping it in through the center ice red line. So Brady Cloutier trying to get the job done by himself. 2 goals and an assist in this third period, bringing the Bombers back to even. Brown winning the draw down the side. Montour streaking out on a 3-on-2 now. The drop to the blue line, shot by Norrie, blocked and turned over to the Bombers inside their own blue line. Cleland cross ice through Cote, hitting Borashevsky on the other side, taken away by Blythe. 3:31 to go. The short pass to Norrie. Brown looking for it at the red line, turns it over to DeCarlo. Villafleur inside the face-off circles. The pass to Cleland. The backhand over the red line. Del Conte leaving it for Blythe inside of 3 minutes. So we may head to yet another overtime. These two teams heading to overtime in Game 4. The Corvairs winning in double overtime on the Matt Quilty goal. Shot up by the Brampton bench, handled by Cloutier. Cloutier now looking for his hat trick goal. The pass through the neutral zone from Montour, looking for Ricci on the play. Goes down deep, but an icing on the play. Face off inside the Caledonia blue line. Cleland to take the draw against Tyler Norrie to the right stick side of Del Conte. Brampton winning the boards, forcing it off to the board far side. Norrie at the end line trying to come up with it. Montour can't clear. And Del Conte has to be quick with the glove off the sudden shot left side of the blue line by Eric DiCarlo. Murphy losing out on the draw. DiCarlo, the drop pass to Reed Jackman. So the Bombers with 2 quick shots from the left side of the blue line. Del Conte having to be sharp with the glove with 2:24 to go, third period of play. The Corvairs and Bombers tied up in Game 6. The Bombers trying to go home tomorrow night for a Game 7 at the Powerade Center. The Corvairs trying to end it and face the Cullitons. Quilty far side. Villafleur at his own blue line. Forecheck by Swift, turns it over to Quilty. Quilty back to Swift. Swift end line out to the point to Christmas. The shot looking for Quilty in front, deflecting off Villafleur into the corner. The high pass from Villafleur out through the neutral zone, picked up by Abraham down the far side, chipped inside the blue line by Quilty. Swift now turning around at center, backhanding it in. Quilty down the far side, turns around, gives it back to Swift. The slap shot by Swift, blocked by Jeff Swift with the shot out of nowhere. The Bombers with the turnover. And the Corvairs now looking to advance with 1:22 to go. I don't know how Swift got that shot away, but nobody saw it. Just inside the post, near side, past the right pad of Raymond. And Jeff Swift moves the Corvairs out in front.
Assisted by number 16, Jeff Swift, and 5, Ryan Lemon.
Brady getting credit for the goal. Swift and Blunt with assists.
21, Brady. From 16.
So Adam Brady must have had a deflection somewhere. I thought it was Jeff Swift off the right side of the blue line. The Corvairs with a surprise go-ahead goal. As Brady and Derigo face off at center ice. Inside 2 minutes to go. Del Conte covering up at the far post on the shot into his midsection. Norrie to take the draw against Cloutier. Left circle, back to the point now. Cloutier turning around. Norrie tries to knock him off the puck. Net now empty for the Bombers. Shot by Caputo high over the net, off the glass. Hanlon turning around in desperation. Norrie had it, couldn't find the puck. Jackman going backdoor to Cloutier, broken up. Norrie getting it past the defender, racing down the ice. Fanning on the shot, gets it back, feeds Swift the shot, and it's a wonderful save by Caputo. Caputo getting back in the center of the net for the Bombers. Caputo playing goal as Hanlon stood up at the line. Oh! And the Corvairs just missed the far post.
What's going on here?
Some confusion on the play. A couple sticks in the air. Maybe something intentional. A move inside the Caledonia blue line for the face-off. I thought they may have said that somebody threw their stick to avoid a goal or something. Jeff Swift pleading his case with the referee. 24 seconds to go, and the Bombers calling a timeout. So 3 points on the night for Jeff Swift, 2 goals and an assist. Also the same for Brady Cloutier. The Bombers held scoreless going into the third, but Cloutier picking up the first and the tying goals, drawing the assist on the Michael Derigo goal. Brampton tying the game at 15:35, but Brady scoring with 1:22 to go. Caledonia winning the draw. Norrie backhanding it off the boards. 18 seconds. Gets it past the blue line. Maybe one last shot for Brampton. Pass up to Hanlon. Broken up by Brady. Swift on the far side. 7-6-5. Inside 5 seconds. Derigo side of the net. One final clear by the Corvairs. And the Corvairs hang on for a 4-3 victory and move on to face the Stratford Bulletins. The Caledonia Corvairs advance on the go-ahead goal. The weird shot from the right side of the blue line by Adam Brady. Nobody's seeing it, including goaltender Brian Raymond. We'll wait for the announcement. So far, no announcement for the beginning of the semifinals. So, the Caledonia Corvairs, the #1 seed during the regular season, advance to the semis to face the Culletons as the two teams line up to shake hands. Jeff Swift with the opening goal of the contest at 19:17, the Corvairs taking a 1-0 lead. Swift extending the Caledonia lead to 2-0 at 4:43 before Matt Quilty scored at 13:11. At the end of 2 periods, it was the Corvairs with a 3-0 lead. Brady Cloutier finally getting the Bombers on the board with the opening goal before Derigo replied with an assist from Cloutier at 10:50 of the third. Derigo cutting the Caledonia lead to 1. Cloutier tying the game up and making it appear like the Bombers may go to an overtime session, trying to even up the series. But Adam Brady getting the winner with 1:22 to go, and the Caledonia Corvairs advance to the semifinals to face the Stratford Culletons. No announcement on the semifinals as of yet. For the Caledonia Pro-Fit Corvairs Hockey Club, I'm John Molson. Your final score here tonight was the Caledonia Corvairs 4 and the Brampton Bombers 3. The Corvairs eliminating the Bombers in Game 6 of the GOJHL quarterfinal. Up next for the Corvairs is the Stratford Culletons. Please visit www.gojhl.ca for start times and game information regarding the upcoming semifinal series against the Stratford Culletons. Your final score here tonight, the Corvairs 4, the Bombers 3. The Corvairs get out of the quarterfinal to face the Culletons. Good night.